So welcome back to the Colorado Springs Business Podcast. My name is Andrew Hasley, and I am the host of the show. Today we are sponsored by Vehement Visuals, which is my video production company. I'm wearing the shirt today, actually. So that's our first sponsor. We create videos for businesses that really help capture their story in a compelling, interesting way that builds a logical and emotional and gives someone everything they need to know about a business and make a logical buying decision, essentially. That's one of the main things that we do for businesses. And that's Vehement Visuals. That's my video production company. That Vehement Visuals does produce this show, Colorado Springs Business Podcast. All right, so our next sponsor, or our next ad actually, is we have the Colorado Springs Business Podcast has a Patreon account, which has bonus content on there and allows people to help show their support for the show. And there's just going to be some extra stuff on there, like once a month, we're going to recap all 20 episodes, or roughly 20 episodes a month. And I'm going to do a bonus episode that's going to be exclusively on Patreon, where I recap everything that we've talked about and learned from all the business owners and entrepreneurs and business professionals that we had on that month. You can check that out at patreon.com/COSbusiness. And so the third and final promotion is, if you'd like me to read a 15 to 30 second or however long, like minute long ad at the beginning of every episode of the Colorado Springs Business Podcast, we can make that happen. Similar to like what you're hearing right now. So if you'd like for us to promote your business, reach out to us and we can work that out. In advertising space right now, we have certain deals. As the show grows, the viewership's going to grow and the cost of advertising is going to grow as well. So right now you can actually lock in multiple months for the current rate that we're doing. And so that way there's some value added there, and it encourages people to get longer advertising deals and also save some money that potentially, when the show really grows, you could get in some premium advertisements specifically for Colorado Springs.
That's incredible.
All right, so that is all the ads for today. Today we have on Mariya Schoening. Schoening. Okay,
Yes.
I just want to make sure I say it right. So tell us in a sentence or two, or a brief summary, what you do.
So my name is Mariya Schoening, and I own Springs Cleaning Company, and I own cleanersmastermind.com. So I have a passion for teaching business owners how to grow their companies. It doesn't have to be a cleaning company. I'm really passionate about networking and promoting yourself to other business owners to grow your business, as well as how to launch a business that is successful. You need that foundations, such as getting your EIN number, get your business name, get registered with the state, and that's been a passion for me to help other business owners, not just cleaning company owners, how to grow their business.
And you say not just cleaning company owners, because that's
right.
the company that you
Yes.
started a cleaning company, and
That's
you
right.
succeeded and helped other cleaning companies as well. But
That's right.
right now you're doing something that is a more broad approach to business in general, just getting that foot in the door, because it can be stressful and scary when you're first starting out and not knowing all the things that you could do. And you could probably save time and money by just going through your course.
That's right. That's right.
Nice, fantastic. Well, I can't wait to get into that in the episode, and I'm going to roll the intro music. This is a show where we have real conversations with entrepreneurs and business owners who are mostly in Colorado Springs, doing things in the community of Colorado Springs. So, Mariya, how's it going?
It's amazing. I'm so glad to be back.
Yeah. So you were the third episode of this show. And it was a
Yeah.
pretty bomb episode.
That was awesome.
And by bomb, I mean good, because I guess
Yeah.
that could go both ways.
It bombed. It sucked.
Yeah. No, I
was
loved it,
great.
and there was some good information that you were giving and providing, and that was pretty
thank
cool.
you.
You were actually the first episode that was a video episode, and it was your idea, I think.
Oh,
So
well, you're welcome.
Yeah. Well, I was going to eventually get to it, but I was just at the first few episodes when I was starting out, I was like, I just wanted to be seamless as possible, just audio, throw up my phone, and
threw you in the
talk to
deep end.
business. Well, yeah. Well, then I started like pulling out my camera on the next episode, and then I was like, started now, and then now about a month ago, we got the studio space, and then a week after the studio space, we got this audio upgrade, and then a week after that, I upgraded to multi-camera. So
you
it's
are
like
killing it, buddy. I'm so glad to help you launch that.
Yeah.
And we actually, when you first came to Colorado Springs, you totally knew me, didn't know who to meet, and I was like, "Who is this boy? I'm gonna go talk to him."
Yes.
And then we just kind of clicked.
For sure.
And then I connected you to a few top networkers, and
that was
I think
really awesome, and I appreciate that.
I'm so glad that you're just doing amazing in this town, and
and
you're helping promote others now.
Yes.
You're doing, the connections, and that's so valuable to others.
For sure. And like this we're doing 5 episodes a week, promoting 5 businesses, and I'm excited for the growth of the show because it's also going to elevate anyone who's been on the show, I think, as well, or has the potential to. I can't promise that, but
right. No, you're doing awesome. Just the exposure lets business owners be found by their ideal customers.
That too, and also like since we cut clips out of the episode, and even just the full episode, it gives people promotional content, professional-looking promotional content that they can use to promote their business. And it also has that feel of what do they call that when social proof. It has that social proof because you're on a show talking about your business, so it automatically has some built-in social proof when you share this episode or the clips from your episode that promote your business. I know Diego Lujan, he was able to he was promoting his new virtual plumbing service that he has, and like there was like a 5 to 10 minute clip that or maybe 3 minutes, I don't know, but where he talked about what it was, and now he has explained it on video with a video piece of content that he can promote. And so it's like
Diego's killing it.
Yes, he is.
I love it, our buddy Diego.
Yes, shout out to Diego right here, Alpha Elite.
That's right.
I don't think the cameras pick that up anymore. They might though.
You can Photoshop that in.
Yeah, for sure. Pop. But yeah, so let's talk about your business a little bit. I know on the first episode we kind of talked about how you got started and everything, but I guess we could, like, if you want, recap that a little bit on this episode as well.
Absolutely. So I started my business absolutely never wanting to join a cleaning company. No one grows up dreaming about scrubbing toilets for a living, right? Nobody.
For sure.
And, I did get an endorsement in high school for business.
Nice.
And I studied in college for business, but I ended up actually dropping out of college. I couldn't afford it anymore, and it was difficult. I felt kind of stupid because subjects went so easy for me in high school. What happened,
Oh, wow.
And I was thinking, am I not smart? And so I worked a variety of different jobs and tried this and that and that. I ended up, I was like, I like sales, actually.
Okay.
And then, and I still didn't know what I was going to do. I always knew I'm going to have a business, but I didn't know what. And I even tried real estate. I totally failed at that after 6 months in, so defeated. And I just didn't know what I was going to do. And my friend says, Mariya, all my friends have cleaning companies. Let's start one. And I said, I don't want to start a cleaning company. But I said, why not? I have nothing to lose. And so we printed off business cards and thought, we're going to hit the Broadmoor, knock on doors. We're going to be rich. And guess what happened? Absolutely nothing. And nobody signed up from that. And they were like, okay, how about we print posters and go to the military base and hang them? And we went to the office to ask, and they said, you can't hang posters here. And we're like, okay, what do we do? And someone overheard there that we clean, and he's like, well, I'm moving out of state, so can you clean my apartment? And I remember we were doing his apartment, and I pulled the blind up, and the whole blind fell, and it was mortifying.
Oh, no.
And, and it's just so much trial and error. We had one client the first month. Second month, we had 2 clients. Third month, we had, actually, the first and second month we had one,
But you were doing it,
and
though.
we were doing it. We doubled, right? And it was just the slowest start. And actually 6 months in, my friend moved away to another state, and I was thinking, should I keep going? And it was tough because I didn't know how to price right. I didn't know how to find customers. I didn't know how to, I had to learn tips and tricks on how to clean effectively, right? You're not just paying for labor. You're paying for the know-how and the knowledge where it could take you 2 hours to clean that floor. Well, a professional can do it in 30 minutes. And, so all that took a lot of trial and error. And then how to find amazing cleaners. So,
Yes.
but those things can transfer into multiple businesses, right? It's not just in the cleaning. We all need to learn how to find good workers, how to find awesome clients, how to network with other business owners, how to promote yourself through your speech, right? Because some words can deter customers and some words can make them interested in what you do. But eventually, so now I have over 20 cleaners. And so many clients, I lost track. They're all on my calendar app. I have an assistant, and I'm looking for a field manager now to try to pass a lot of those field tasks off to, and just to grow. And I'm really passionate about teaching other business owners how to grow their companies, cleaners or not. And it's just an exciting journey, because if you know something, someone is a little behind you, and you can always teach them and bring them up to that level. So.
For sure. And the longer you do something, the more,
Exactly.
like, compared to someone who hasn't done something, like with this podcast, I'm like miles ahead of someone who's just starting out.
Exactly. So you can teach someone who has never done a podcast, who doesn't even know what kind of microphone to buy.
Yes.
You can teach them.
For sure. And I did a podcast similar to this in 2017, and I was a crap interviewer.
Right. We get better with time.
I had so bad that one of the artists that I had on my show, when he started popping, his managers asked him to take our episode down. That's how bad it was.
Oh my goodness.
But those are the kind of lessons and stories that you have, because I'm sure, like you said, you have that story where you pulled the blind down, and it's like, but thankfully you probably were able to resolve that.
Yes.
Yeah.
We actually had to hold the guy up because there was no step stools. We didn't know to bring a step stool, right? You don't think about it.
Exactly.
We had to hold him up and have him put it on, and it was just, but we did it. You know?
Now you know.
Now I know. But I mean, you couldn't have prevented that, because sometimes they're just so heavy and
crappily put up.
Right. So some things, you learn how to word things, how to pre-frame, how to educate the client. This is what to expect.
And pre-frame, I like that you brought that word up. I kind of want to expand on that. What is pre-framing?
Pre-framing is, I always use the term in like preempt. So as a professional, what things can happen. For example, if I'm doing a walkthrough for cleaning, I will educate the client. Please pick up your clutter, right, or belongings, so that we have clear surfaces so that we can get to the cleaning. If I don't say that quick statement, they might not do it, and then you're all grumpy as a cleaner. Oh, they never pick up their stuff, and it's so hard. But you could have pre-framed ahead of time and educated and say, hey, just please pick up, so that, and you set a standard. And you can always call back to that conversation, say, hey, remember we talked about this? And then if you'd like, organizing services, here's this professional I can recommend. Or this is, you can purchase an organizing session from us before the cleaning. So it's all about just educating. You can't be mad at your customers for not doing something you never told them. They can't read your mind, right? And so pre-frame is really what you do before to avoid the problem.
What about, and I was thinking, I didn't even think about that with pre-framing. I was thinking about pre-framing in sales.
Sales?
Because pre-framing with sales, that's kind of when you kind of get someone, you kind of set the tone of the conversation. Like before you go into any kind of pitch or any kind of what you do, you kind of set like this, you can really build like build up something. I mean, don't lie, but you can build something.
Absolutely. Here's a technique. So if you're selling a $10,000 item, for example, right? You need to pre-frame that. Because if you're talking, you're doing a massive presentation. Let's say you're selling a kitchen remodel, and you're going to sell this kitchen, right? It's going to be expensive. And if you just drop it on them at the end of the meeting, they will absolutely walk away. I'll think about it. They will never call you back,
exactly.
right? During your presentation, you bring up market values, you bring up high ticket numbers. You might say, this house is $1 million house, because when you say 10,000, it's not as scary. from a million. So it doesn't even have to be
anchoring. I think that's what they call
anchoring,
it. Yeah,
exactly. Thank you.
Yes.
But yeah, it's kind of softening the blow
yes.
in a way, and a lot of that can be found in business courses and reading, listening to podcasts, right? This is so perfect.
Exactly.
But it's definitely a skill to be learned. We're not all born with that. We don't know how to sell because it can be
some
scary.
people are naturals, just like some people are natural singers. Some people, they actually have a natural talent for selling. True. Like they just get it. They don't know why they get it. They just get it.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
I remember when I first started any business at all. So I lived in Salem, Oregon, small town, and Mike and I had a friend, and he's this big.
And Mike's your husband, right?
Yes, my husband. Thank you. Big boy, right? And just in boots, and it sounds almost intimidating, not afraid of anything. He'd go up to any business owner and talk, and he's like, Mariya, we're doing this card program. Let's do this, and just go to businesses. And I was like, how do I go to businesses? I am so scared.
I remember that feeling too with me.
And then he's like, just walk into this one. And I was like, okay. And so I followed him, and I was watching how he just got a conversation going, and I was like, aren't they going to kick you out? You're trying to
You
sell
have
them.
all these beliefs in your head that people aren't like that, though. It's weird.
Exactly. And
some of them are, but not really.
We remember from high school, right? The popular kids never talk to the nerdy kids.
Yeah.
and if you were that nerdy kid, whatever you put in your head, you're like, who am I to
That kind of
approach?
Evaporates, though, as you get older. Like, as you get out of high school.
Right, it could. But some of those beliefs stay with us when we're adults. So my first time, this guy, he invited me to networking in this town, and it was the biggest group in that town. It was like 50 people, for a small town.
Yeah, it's a big group though.
Right. and then you see people, they know each other, they're already friends, they're talking to each other. And I was like, okay, during the structured stuff, but as soon as it became open networking, I freaked out.
Me too.
I walked right to the bathroom and I hung out there for the whole 30 minutes.
Oh, no.
So nervous. I didn't know what to say. I tried. I attempted, right? I was like, hi, nice to meet you. And they're like, what do you do? And because it wasn't like my business yet, it was like promoting for someone else. Oh, I was so nervous. And I notice people nowadays in networking, they are nervous.
When they're going through it, yep.
As soon as the meeting's over, they don't stay and socialize. They run out the door,
I still do that sometimes.
Maybe sometimes. Introverts unite, right?
Yeah.
Tomorrow or something.
For sure.
But it's crazy. But it can be overcome, because you can be effective at networking. And that's why I put together a networking masterclass.
Yes.
I actually interviewed a few top networkers in this town.
Yeah.
And you might know Jack Rand. Do you know him? Steve
Sounds
Fisher.
really familiar. I know
Jack
Steve Fisher.
actually teaches classes.
Yes, I've actually seen him.
Yes, he's amazing. And Steve Fisher. And where's the one we met at?
I don't know.
What's it called?
Power Connectors?
Power Connectors.
Gary Rollins. Okay.
Thank you for reminding me the name of the Power Connectors. So I interviewed Gary Rollins. He is so shy. Gary is an introvert.
Okay.
And I have the first interview with him. He never goes on video. So
okay.
So he is a special guest as well.
That's
on
awesome.
My master class. And so
Gary's list was so powerful for me at first because I met you introduced me to Brandon, and then Brandon's like, we got to get you on this list.
That's right.
And then I got on the list, and then like that gave me, are they still putting it out? Because I haven't seen it.
I'm not sure with all this. With all this stuff going on.
Me neither.
But we need to get back into that.
Yeah,
right?
because it's like basically it was a newsletter that compiled all the local networking events, and some events you may not even have known about because it's just certain. That's how networking events work, like you have to know someone to know someone.
Yeah.
Or you can go on Meetup and you can look for networking events. That's how I did it at first, but usually a lot of those are just like people trying to sell you something.
Exactly. So it's quality networking, right?
Yes.
I've met this gentleman. He's like, networking doesn't work. And it's like, okay.
It works until it doesn't work until it does. That's what it is.
It works though if you do it right.
Yeah.
And so we can learn how to do it right. If you show up, kind of stand in the corner and leave, it doesn't work, right? Even if you present once and then don't create those relationships.
Yes.
And so yeah, I created that. It's on cleanersmastermind.com.
Nice.
So people can go there and check out this masterclass about networking secrets. And I also have the business foundations class, so any business owner can come and learn how to create their business. It doesn't have to be cleaning related. It can be anything you want. You have this amazing idea you've been having in your mind, right, for the longest time, and you just don't know how to get it out there to people. And so this class will show them. Both of them are on cleanersmastermind.com.
Cleanersmastermind.com.
That's right.
Sweet. So you just started with that those courses?
Yeah, I just launched the networking one this last week. I had this idea. I was like, I'm gonna create it, and it's $47. It's so cheap, but that can bring you so much money. Literally, I make thousands and thousands of dollars every year because of quality networking, partnering with the right entrepreneurs that grow you, and you also create value to them, right? Just like I tried to connect you, you connected someone else, and now look how many people you're helping.
Yeah.
It's incredible, right? The reach, you don't know what you will create if you just make that valuable connection. And that is so huge. That's why I have that passion for networking. And you can do that in any city in America. And if there's no networking group in your town, make one.
I dropped here not knowing anyone, went to Power Connectors, and now I know everyone.
Exactly. Now you know everyone. Now people are seeking you out to be on your podcast.
Exactly. It's pretty cool.
It's insane.
So what does this networking course involve? What's the modules, I guess, if there's modules?
Yes, there's modules. I think there's 12. I might add in some more because I want to interview a few people, so some more top networkers, throw them in there. You get it for the same price. If you just go on that website, you click and you'll see all the modules. It will tell like any questions that you have. And I actually have a live session at the end. It's going to be end of September. And people can ask me any questions that maybe I didn't cover, or something that they're like, okay, but what about this? Sometimes we who've been networking for a while, we might not notice it's not a hump for us, but someone, it might be just like, but what do I say in this situation? So here's a little trick that I do if I don't know what to say, right? I come up to a group. Right? Let's say there's this little group, and that's scary for people, right? I'm by myself. How do I approach this group?
For sure.
I say this. So how do y'all know each other?
Just do that. A little.
Boom. Puts the ball in their court. They'll start talking. Dropping free nuggets right now.
There
you go. That's a trip.
Yeah.
A little tip for the day.
Yeah. So what does it cover? So it covers. Is it only in-person meetings that it talks about? Because a huge part of my networking success has been through Facebook as well. So do you have any?
I don't have a Facebook course. That's a whole new topic.
Well, I mean, with networking, not even a Facebook course. That could be part of the networking because
that's true.
Because that's what it is. It's social networking.
That's true. I mean, that's a great concept. I could do a little module on that.
For sure.
Yeah, because it goes into every sphere, whether you're on a Zoom call, if you're talking on the phone, if you're in a group setting with one-to-many, if you go to coffee with someone on a one-to-one, what do you say? How do you, some people, they utilize these meetings to immediately sell their crap, right? Here, my name's Mariya. What do you do? Oh, cool, you're alive. Let me sell you my crap, And
try to postpone that feeling of doing that. I think the longer you can postpone it, the better.
Exactly. And there's a way to sell without selling directly. What I do is just share about my story. And that's the biggest thing. Your story helps people.
That's exactly why I do that. Make that product, the video business card, because it can automate that.
Exactly.
It can automate your story.
Exactly.
You can send it to people, like an email. You could send it to people before they even get in a meeting with you. Make sure they watch that video.
Oh,
so
that's
it's like,
a good idea.
So
that's so good.
That's part of the strategy that I provide with the video business card, because it's more than just the video. It's about the strategy.
Right. Exactly. And then if they want to buy from you, cool. They might not be ready to buy from you. They might recommend someone else. Maybe 6 months later, they might buy from you. But if I came up to you like, Andrew, here, buy my cleaning. And you're like, I don't even need your cleaning, right? I have my own cleaning lady. That's cool. So it shouldn't be just about selling directly. It's just sharing about you and your story, getting to know each other. When you have a relationship, you know, like, and trust each other, then you have no problem referring, right?
For sure.
You'll be like, oh, well, I actually know somebody who's going to be quality and whatnot. I'll know if this person's right. And you might have 3 real estate agents that you know, like, and trust. You can recommend all 3. You might know some carpet cleaners. You can recommend a few of them. But so it's just providing value for others, is that quality connection. It's not just here, buy my stuff. Those days are done.
It's about connection. That's what it is, really. And it's interesting how networking is like planting a seed, because it grows. Like, the effort you put into it makes it grow, and it takes time too as well. You got to be patient at first. You don't expect to go to a networking event and close a deal then. That's
it can happen.
Yeah, it can, but don't expect it though.
Don't expect it. That's right.
For sure.
But it is, you know, why are we networking? We are getting to know each other. We are building business, but it's the right way to do it.
And it can be hard at first though, like, especially if you're going full time like I did. You kind of put yourself in a position like you need it, and you don't want to come off as needy. So it's like,
that's right.
So
how do you not be needy?
Yes, exactly, because that makes people like. Business is a lot like dating. Actually, I've referred it. You know, building connections. You know, you don't like. It's very interesting.
It's true. It's true. Yeah, you don't say, "Hi, nice to meet you. Want to get married?"
Yeah,
and they're
exactly.
Like, run.
Exactly.
I already bought the ring.
Yeah,
like, creepy.
I got the ring.
I actually know a guy who did that.
Wow, that's okay.
That's creepy.
Yes.
But I was like, that's why you're single.
Yes,
Yeah.
exactly.
Like, we attract people because we have something valuable, something that we provide that they would need, or someone they know might need. And it's just it's a dance, right? When you get to know someone, you slowly
for sure
get to know them.
Well, one of my friends, he sells $100,000 products. Wow. He runs a video production company in Denver. Actually, he was on the show, and he was talking about the buyer's journey. His buyer's journey takes anywhere from 6 months to 2 years before they even close a deal.
Right.
That's how long it takes him, because that's just he has a huge product as well too. So
that's good.
Yeah.
That's awesome that he didn't cave and reduce his price just because it takes so long. A lot of us doubt our prices, right?
Yes.
They're like, oh, I have this amazing thing. I know you can help so many people with it. And then like buyers aren't coming. And then we blame it like, oh, no one wants to pay those prices. Let me reduce myself.
Yes.
And you attract the wrong kind of customers.
Yes.
And the right ones won't buy because they're like, well, it's cheap, must not be quality, right?
Well, it's interesting how, the people who the cheaper the product, the people you attract with the cheaper products usually even end up having more complaints, which is
very
which
likely.
is wild.
Very likely, right?
Yeah.
Exactly.
So it's about that because energy or money is energy, and it's like it moves. It's weird how it's not this. There's energy connected to it, and like it's weird. I'm trying to explain something that I haven't explained before.
No, it's awesome.
Yeah.
I totally get what you're talking about. Yeah.
I gotta hit this button again on that. So, we've already discussed exactly what you would like to promote on the show, and that is your mastermind, right? And it's at
cleanersmastermind.com.
Cleanersmastermind.com.
That's right.
Yeah. So, is there anything else we should cover? Anything else you wanted to talk about?
Let me see.
All right.
Sent me this awesome questionnaire.
Yes.
Before.
I think we've discussed everything.
I think we covered a lot of it. Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
It's good.
And your cleaning business is Springs Cleaning.
SpringsCleaningCompany.com.
SpringsCleaningCompany.com. Nice.
That was amazing. Getting that .com was incredible.
I'm surprised there wasn't a Springs Cleaning already.
Yeah, it was amazing. I tried ColoradoCleaningCompany.com, and that was 10 grand. Just like you talk about, some people buy domains and they sit on them, and that can be tough for business owners. You know, they have this great idea. They're like, oh, I'm original, and then someone already bought that, and so it's creating domains that are, you know, can be found quickly online, right?
And I also don't think that just because your domain isn't available, that you should change the name of your business. Some people will do that.
Right.
I think you can come up with a creative domain that doesn't even have to be your exact like business name.
Exactly.
And so there's that too as well. So it's like, don't let that stop you just because your name's taken.
Exactly. Yeah. When I teach business owners, it's okay if you rebrand later. Like when I started my company, it was Schoenberg LLC, and no one could write that or spell that.
Or
and
pronounce
so I was
it.
like Clean House Colorado, and then Clean House Colorado, but then I also do commercial cleaning. So, you know, it's okay if you mess up with your business branding. You can always change later.
The most important thing is to just take action and keep taking action, and figure out the failures along the way.
Exactly.
Because if you don't, you're never going to start.
Exactly.
That holds a lot of people back because they want to wait till it's perfect, everything is right. Just go is what I say. That's my advice.
Exactly. It's those baby steps. Find someone to coach you through that. And just create something. You can always rebrand later. Usually you tell your customers like, hey, write the check to this name, and that's it. That nothing changes for your customers unless you make a big deal out of it, right?
Yeah.
So when I rebranded to Springs Cleaning Company, that's all. I just told customers, write the check to the Springs Cleaning Company and no longer to the other name. And that was easy. And everybody stayed. No one quit. It's not something to stress over about.
Yeah. No one's going to be like, oh, I don't like that name. I'm not going to go through.
Exactly.
Unless it's like, something that offends them.
Right, exactly.
But hopefully you're not doing that with your business name. Unless that is your business to offend people.
Hey, offensive business.
Well, I think that some people have harnessed the power of being offensive.
That's true.
By harness, I mean been able to turn it into a business.
Exactly.
And I think...
what is one? Insulting greeting cards.
Yeah.
Right? They just send them to people.
It reminds me of a Facebook status I made 3 years ago or 2 years ago, and it just was on my memories last week. And it said... I don't know. It was just funny. It was just so people could have something fun to do, and like everyone who tagged someone, it was tag someone in ugly and let them know it's okay to be ugly.
Oh, that's neat.
And everyone who tagged it usually was like their significant other.
Right? They're joking with.
It was
their
a
family
fun
members.
thing, and it actually turned out to be a very popular post, and people loved it.
Oh,
so
that's
it's like,
funny. Hey, you can go viral with something.
Yeah.
Like that. Right?
I don't know why. I think I was just driving. I just had that.
You have to try your ideas, right?
Yes.
Too many of us have this amazing idea and we sit on it, and then later we see someone else making a ton of money from it, and it's like, well, you didn't do anything with it. So just go do something, and you never know. It could be successful. It could be a total failure. We all fail to get to our successes, right? But if you never start, you will never go through those failures to reach that.
Yeah.
And your mess can become your message.
Yes, exactly. I like that. Where'd you get that from?
Did not make that up. I heard it somewhere, but I would love to give credit. I have no idea who.
I have a lot of those in my head too as well.
Right. Whoever it is, thank you.
Yes.
But yeah, it's amazing.
Yeah. So I think we've covered pretty much everything. So yeah, go to
Mastermind.com.
Cleanersmastermind.com.
That's right. Let me do the little
spiel.
intro. Yeah. So if you're looking to start a business from scratch and you don't know what to do, if you want to learn how to create your LLC, get your EIN number, get your business bank account, get your business foundations, create your logo. I'm doing a 3-hour doing workshop on Sunday, and when you're done, you will have your business ready to launch and start creating your content and get that out to the world. So Business Foundations Workshop, it is free for a limited time for a few students because I want to create actual results for you and your business. And if you already have that done, that's amazing. And you just need to grow your company, what you're already doing. Right on the same website, there's another link that teaches networking secrets. So we might have tried networking, might have not succeeded. We want to learn how to do it right so you can be profitable in your business and whatever you're doing. Go to Cleaners Mastermind to find out about both of those programs. So the Networking Secrets is $47, and the Business Foundations Workshop is free for a limited time. So go to cleanersmastermind.com.
Awesome. That's awesome. Did you have a video for that?
No, I need one.
Well, you're about to have one.
I'm about to have one. Thanks to Andrew Hasley.
Yes, exactly. Well, all right. So this has been the Colorado Springs Business Podcast, and we'll see you guys on the next episode.